When you talk about Burton and his movies, well, his name is really among some of the best in the industry.
Yes, the visionary filmmaker has given us everything from Beetlejuice to Edward Scissorhands to The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now he's giving us a cinematic experience that celebrates our city in a brilliant way. And today I had the honor of talking with Burton about his inspired new exhibit.
Me.
He's one of the most acclaimed filmmakers in Hollywood, and it's one of the most acclaimed exhibits showcasing our city. Now together, Tim Burton and the Neon Museum are creating a visual feast in Vegas.
This is a real thrill for us.
For me as well, I basically kind of grew up in Vegas, coming from Burbank, a few-hour drive to Vegas, yeah. It's this weird place out in the desert, all the lights and everything. So for me, it's always been very striking. And I think for me, whether it's been direct, like in Mars Attacks, or indirect, it's been very inspirational to me.
Our city inspired Burton to create an art installation for the Neon Museum that will be featured in the Boneyard and incorporated into Brilliant.
Now, this is going to be such a special experience. I mean, it already is, but then we've got Brilliance and now your Brilliance, literally. What can people expect when they walk through and see what you've contributed?
Well, it's just sort of taking respect of the beauty of that kind of stuff and seeing it through my little snippets and memories of Las Vegas. So it's like weird little poems and snippets of things, and so I feel lucky that I can kind of have my own private Burning Man kind of situation.
Burton's love affair with Las Vegas dates back decades. In fact, his classic Mars Attacks was shot here and featured many of the museum's famous signs.
So cool, because besides your movie Mars Attack, it seems like even now you're having all these great connections to our city. I know you said you love the shows kind of yesteryear, but we saw a video of you with Johnny Depp over Aerosmith, and you were with the Killers at the Boneyard Ball. So you're like a new Vegas just as much, it seems.
Yeah, a wannabe rock star. No, it's so beautiful. That's the thing about Vegas. I mean, obviously, it's known for what it is, but I think the artistry of it, there's a lot of artists and a lot of weird stuff going on. So it is a very artistic city.
Speaking of art, Burton has given us some of the most unique and iconic films ever. But could one long-awaited sequel be set in our city?
Everyone wants to know the status, of course, of Beetlejuice. And I'm just thinking now, with your connections to Vegas, why not set the sequel here? You like it so much.
Exactly. You do Vegas. I can see Beetlejuice in Vegas. No problem.
You can bring Johnny Depp on.
He's a Vegas kind of guy, isn't he?
Right? He kind of is, don't you think?
Vegas is a good idea, though, right?
I like it.
And we'd like any project this creative mind wants to bring to Vegas, a city that truly seems to fit this filmmaker.
I'm just saying, he said twice he thought Vegas was a good idea for Beetlejuice too.
Let's cross our fingers. That would be pretty cool.
Right? And we can add Depp.
As long as Keaton's there, I'm there.
Right? And of course, all the other amazing cast. Well, such a great time talking with Mr. Burton today, and you're not going to want to miss his exhibit called Lost Vegas, which opens tomorrow at the Neon Museum.
Yeah, and I understand this is the first time in nearly a decade Burton has had an exhibit in the area. So I mean, it's special. I mean, I got to check that out.
Yeah,
Pretty
the first one in 10 years in the U.S.
Yeah.
So he's done some outside and overseas, but yeah, really, you don't want to miss this for sure.